Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome back. This is Shakabi. We are playing Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky second chapter. This is like the continuations to the last episodes where I completely forgot what we were doing. We are at the Grand Soul. We have been doing some stuff in there. I'm pretty sure we did one of the main side quests, beating a monster. Yep. We just took down a roaming monster at one of the route. I think it's in the Erbicinic. Yeah, Erbicinic. And then we also did take down the silver one. And I think what's left now is just doing the main stuff. Continuing the main story. Oh. Something is not right with the FPS. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to restart the game, I think. It might look okay on stream, but it doesn't look okay to me. Skip. Need to reopen the launcher. See, can I setting that I miss? Everything's okay. Maybe I uncheck vertical synchronization, maybe. We're playing SC tonight? Yeah, we're playing SC. Have you played this one? Aduh. Do I have to play with 30 FPS? Oh wait, it looks okay like this, but it doesn't look okay like this. Ah. Okay, I think this is just this water fountain. I guess it's like too high of a quality, sort of like a FPS issue results, because I did play on the maximum, because we are using modern graphic cards to play old games, so they eventually have some sort of like this problem. But it's fine, it's only this area. Am I misremembering, or were you playing Zero the other day? I was playing the first chapter the other day. There is, if I'm not mistaken, there is no Zero, but there is a Yakuza Zero. I did play Yakuza Zero the other day. And yeah, we played first chapter a few months ago. Alright. The main story set. Okay, we have to go to the Royal Villa, which we did. We saved all of the children, I think. And Rini doesn't seem to be just your average lost child. Let's head back to the guild for now, okay? Just have to head to the guild. Alright, let's go. This is the guild. We are a bracer. And the guild called Bracer Guild. We are back, Elnan. Oh? Estelle, welcome back. Hello again, Miss Bright. We seem to be running into each other quite a bit these days. I mean, there's a trace from Zero that goes after Skytet. It's almost caught up with the latest entry. Oh, I didn't play that yet. Definitely not yet. Yeah, okay. Because I didn't really... I did look into the series, but I don't look at it again to remember all. But I'm pretty sure the list goes long, right? But I do know is that the first and second one is almost like a one game because they continue, right? They have continuations. Not sure about the third. I think I remember Lodi said that the third is like almost like the first and second, but the characters has already been changed, right? So that's interesting. I just don't remember what comes after third. Yeah, so it's the zero thing. Okay. Good form is the worst. It's best if you take your time and not rush the games. Yeah, I definitely take my time. I finished the first game. I think it took me like a total of 6 months because I play once a week. I just dedicated a day where we played Trace game every week, something like that. Yeah, and I'm assuming this game will also take like about about that duration, which I'm fine with it. it it's okay. All right. Oh, that Lieutenant Sid. Hello again, Miss Bright. We seem to be running into each other quite a bit these days. Well, hey there, Colonel Sid. Ah, so Cassie sent you to help us. That makes sense. You came from Liston, I'm guessing. That's right. I just arrived here a little while ago on one of our patrol ships. I apologize for the wait. Oh, no, it's okay. We actually had a job of our own to take care of. Hmm? Speaking of which, will that young lady be... Oh right, yeah, she is. Some stuff went down, so we had to bring her along. We actually play hide and seek with little girl for some reason. Hey Rini, we've got some things we need to talk about with the army, man. Can you go wait on the second floor? Oh, is this work stuff? Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I don't mind. You're just like Papa, it's always work, work, work. I don't really like that very much. Oh. Rini, I can play with you for a little while if you want. Tita used to be the younger sister, and now she become the older sister. I wanna get to know you. With you? Well, okay, I guess we could. Wait, also, I kinda have a bad feeling about Rini. This girl safe? Is she evil? Why is she awfully close? Hehe, okay. We'll be on the second floor, Estelle. Hopefully I'm wrong. Oh, saved by Tita. Well, your report on the situation can wait for now. Let's hear out Colonel Sid first. Sure. Go ahead, Colonel. Thank you, I'm in a hurry myself. So this is an official request from the Royal Army. There's a series of incidents we'd like you to investigate. Incidents? Why does the way you say that make a shiver a bit? You're aware of the non-aggression pact, yes? I'm afraid threatening letters have been delivered to all parties involved in the singing. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the girl's called Captain Almia. She's back, and I think she's trying to free whoever the main villain in the first game. I don't remember the name anymore. Someone's threatening the treaty? That's not good at all. What did the letter say exactly? Please have a look. To all parties involved in the non-aggression pact, immediately back down from this act of deceit and false compromise. Should you not, a great disaster will be visited upon you. What in the... Well, that isn't very open to interpretation, isn't it? Is this the entire letter? Yes, that's the entire thing. As you may have noticed, there is no name or any other indication of a sender, or we can check the writing style maybe. Normally I simply dismiss it as a prank, however... A moment. Okay. However, something about the situation makes you believe it's more than a bad joke, yes? Yes, it's a volume of letters sent, you see. The first arrived at Leiston Fortress. Copies were then sent to the airship company, Gransel Cathedral, Hotel Rompam, Hotel Roban, and the Liberal News Service. And then copies arrived at both the Erebonian and Calvert embassies, the Arab Royal Villa, and even Gransel Castle itself. 9 letters in total. I haven't seen the Queen in a while. Who sent that many letters? Yeah, there's been a lot of work for a prank in 4 days. On top of that, I can see why the army would start to get concerned. It's strange though, the airship company, the Liberal News, and even the hotel and cathedral. None of the locations have anything to do with the signal. Anything to do with the signing, do they? They are not totally unrelated. To be honest, the airship company shall be sending out charter vessels to ferry the Imperial and Republican officials here. They will of course be staying at the Robam. Furthermore, the church, or specifically Archbishop Karen of the cathedral, has been asked to be an observer at the signing. And the Liberal News have been preparing a special report on the and signing for weeks. So they are all connected somehow. So do we have any idea who's behind it? That could be a difficult question to answer. This is an international matter, meaning anyone from Libel, Erebonia, or Calvert could be responsible. Yeah, the Warhawks in either the Empire or the Republic, for starters. It could even be someone from another country entirely who isn't happy to see all 3 countries working together. Well, I feel like it's someone from here. Even though it's possible to be like completely new character from another country, I guess we'll have to see. Of course, there are plenty of suspects in Libel as well. And we can't forget the obvious answer, the society. Oh yeah. So what will be investigating, Colonel? Right, then the mission. We would like for you to investigate all the locations that have received the letters and see if anyone has any further leads. Minus Leiston and Airbrae, that is, we'll handle those. The other 7 locations are yours. Oh my goodness. So the airship company, Gransel Cathedral, Hotel Robam, the Liberal News, the Erebonian Embassy, the Calvedian Embassy, and the Gransel Castle. That will involve a bit of a walking. More to the point, uniformed soldiers asking around will attract a great deal of unwanted attention. Now that you lack an intelligence division, it makes sense to ask the guild to help investigate such a matter. Olivia. Intelligence division. Aha. As embarrassing as the situation is, you're exactly right. Without a functional intelligence division, we are very limited in what we can do. However, the new general plan from the top brass is to have the guild help us with as many tasks as possible. This is simply one case of that. Oh, really? Thanks a heap, Dad. Now, take it as a sign of Cassie's faith in us. I must admit, it was my request to ask for you, however. I've been placed in charge of this defense of the capital region until the signing ceremony. I would like as much information as I can possibly obtain in order to prepare a proper defense. Can I ask you to take this job? Oh well, I do want to help, but we are really kinda hip deep in another case at this point. That girl, right? Let us hear your report on that situation now. She got abandoned? I see, yes, an abandoned child is a problem you cannot simply ignore. Why would anyone do such a thing? It's kind of freaking me out too. I actually met her parents once, briefly. They seem like this really thoughtful, loving couple. They adore Rini. From what I saw. Wait. Did we? I have to think something really serious happened to them to make them leave her. Possibly. They may have gotten entangled in something and wanted to keep their child out of it. I do see an opportunity to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, however. Or, Rini and her parents are foreigners, remember? You'll need to inquire at the hotel and the embassies regardless. Okay. Oh, I think I know where you're going with this. And all of these places were threatened. That is rather handy. In an unfortunate way, the airship company may have travel records for them as well. I'll put out a general alert to all army posts to watch for her parents as well. Should they pass through any of the gate checkpoints, we should know. Thanks, Colonel. Sounds like you can take the job after all. Well, then you may leave the investigation itself to us. I presume you'll want the final report in paper and in person, however. Yeah, we prefer to avoid telephones to avoid any risk of interception. You'll be able to find me at the Elba Royal Villa beginning today, actually. I'm sorry for the extra trouble, but could I ask that you bring the final report there in person? Sure. We'll see you at the villa once we know what's up. I wish you guys luck then. Alright. Oh, we split out again? Estelle, Zin, Olivia, Chloe were to head to the embassies, castle and the Libel News. Skira will investigate the Cathedral Hotel and Airship Company on her own. Wait. Okay. Okay, we'll be heading out. Tita, Rini, sorry to leave you two behind. It's okay. We're going out shopping. What? Sorry, Estelle. Tita, this is getting out of hand. Rini really wants to visit the department store. Why? That's not how I remember things, Tita. As I recall, you were the one who said she wants to look at all the stuffed animals. Rini. Well, I know you are bored, Rini, but since I'm not sure when we'll find out something about your parents, I'd like for you to wait here. Oh, come on, that's so not fair. Double do eyes, this. I don't really see a problem, Estelle. If Tita's with her, it should be safe. Rini is so cute, I want to pinch her cheeks. Fluffy build, yes. Both of these good beans are cute. Tita and Rini. If Tita's with her, it should be safe enough to let them go out shopping and around the city. Yeah, guys, Tita has a gun. I guess so. Okay, Tita, Rini, we'll be back by this evening, so you need to be back by then too, okay? And the capital's a really big place, so don't get lost. We will and we won't. Lenny, let's go. After you. See you, everyone. Haha, they should become fast friends. Yeah, it's really easy to become friends at that age. Man, youth, I feel all old now. Although Tita and Nini together, why does that combination send a chill of doom down my spine? Oh, I think they'll be fine. It's just kind of easy to push around though. I get the feeling Rini might try to drag her into all kind of stuff. That might be a good point. Ah yes, Ellen. Did you find out the names of Rini's parents? It took a little insistence asking, but she eventually gave them. Her father is a trader from Crossbell, Errol and Sophia Hayworth. The name. Trader from Crossbell, Errol and Sophia Hayworth. Okay, got it written down. As do I. So, let's start asking around about them and this latest. So remember, Estelle's group will visit the embassies, Grancer Castle and the Libel News. Xenolivia will be counting on your aid at the embassies. Fear not, my brilliant smart can open any door. We'll make sure you see the ambassadors. Your Highness, your help would be invaluable at the Grancer Castle. Please introduce Estelle to whoever can best help our investigation. Of course. As for the Libel News, I believe yourself have an in for that, Estelle. Yeah, I can bug Niall about it. He kinda owes me at this point. And I leave the Cathedral, the Airship Company, and the Birnbaum. Skira, good luck with this. I shouldn't have too much trouble, I'll try to be quick. So let's go. What am I playing as? Time to get questioning then. Where should we start? Don't think it matters too much. If you want to go to the Calverdian embassy, you've got a free pass with me around. Did you get all Cornelia chapters in FC? I feel like I don't. Because, because, well, first of all, it's my first playthrough and I pretty sure like I don't have no idea how to get all of them. We are not 100% anyway, so yeah. Same thing happened to me. I even missed some chests. I even missed some enemies, some chests. Even failed some side quests. It is what it is. I think my first ever experience when I failed the side quest was because I continued the main quest too fast. It's just suddenly I realized it too late as well that the side quest already failed. It's worth it. Oh, okay. I could like just Google it up or maybe do a replay. They got the full novel in the Erebonius embassy. They got the full novels in Erebonian embassy. Oh, I think also the books are transferred, right? I think the save file are transferred and some of the books are here as well. I think. Interesting. I can introduce you to Elsa whenever. I, of course, can get us into the Erebonian embassy. They should be glad to escort us if I introduce myself at the gate. And of course, I rather doubt it will be very hard for me to get us into Grasa Castle. It might be wise to simply go straight there and speak with grandmother. I kinda doubt that the Libel News will give us any trouble either, so... And let's just pick a direction and go! We might not have it anymore. Oh, no, I don't think it's here. I think the only thing that been transferred is the Junior Bracer book. Yeah. Yeah, the books from the first game, I don't think it's transferred here. Yeah, missing this side quest in the when I first played the game was like kind of devastating. I was like, I wanna reroll my save file. I wanna try to reroll, but it was like too late. I realized that I missed this side quest when I was like very further ahead, maybe like 5-6 hours ahead. And then of course we kind of like miss another. This is when I was like, I don't care anymore. Oh, we got 4 after that. Okay. This is the current one. Okay. I even missed the Libel News. Alright. We gotta pick a direction. Actually, I don't remember where is Erebonian embassy. Why? Wait, why is this quest is not yet finished? I guess it's a continuation. Like we still have to find the parents. Oh yeah, because it's an official request. And we have to find the parents as well. Supposedly a merchant couple from Crossbell. Okay, Calverdian embassy, Erebonian, Grasa Castle, Libel. Okay, let's go meeting in Niall first. He should be in the west. Hey. So that building is the Libel News Service then. Gustav. I wonder if Princess Claudia will make an appearance at the signing ceremony. I think it'll be far more visually pleasing than having Duke Dunan there, at the very least. I don't see Princess Claudia at many public events though. Yeah, here she is. Hey, whose house is this? Also, I should be talking to all of these, you know, people, but I haven't really done that. Maybe should start doing that again. Cigaro. A while back, my wife and I went on a pilgrimage to all the chapels and cathedrals in Liverpool. Turned out she just wanted to go shopping for all the latest trends in every region. Fair. Anyway, well, it could be both. Archbishop Curran suggested that I put together a journal detailing my pilgrimage, so here I am. Not much of a writer, but what the hey? I'll give it a shot. What the hey? What the hey? We got this as well. Lucky shot. The more I think about it, the more I realize that I'm the one at fault. I could have taken a stand against my husband's reckless behavior all this time, but I kept letting it slide. What happened? You know what? I don't care if they call me the wife from hell. I'll put an end to this ludicrous ways if it's the last thing I do. Wait, what? What your husband been up to? Oh, I should have stuck to them before, I guess. Kinda missed their law there. Also zone for food services. House for sale. Okay. Well, we're gonna have this house as well to talk to, but too lazy to go there. Let's just get in. Connor. The date of the signing for the non-aggression pact Queen Alicia has been promoting is approaching. As a citizen of Liverpool, I can certainly understand the idea behind the pact. Okay. With rebuilding the Royal Army and preparing for the signing ceremony, it seems like the government officials sure are busy. Conversely, peaceful lives returned for the citizens really reminds me that I'm no longer in the royal service. Mind if I feel bad for my common co-workers? Okay, yeah. See, the recipe of the curry, maybe it's easy to make. Well, I think most of the recipe for instant food at establishment are kind of like very hard to make. I'm still kind of like trying to find what food is easiest to make. Currently, Nature's Bounty. But you know, clear gelatin is like from monsters. You have to grind monsters. I wanna try to find a food that do not require you to kill a lot of monsters. Like you can just buy all the ingredients. Doesn't have one yet. I did find one in the first game. Don't remember the name anymore, but I like make a lot of those. So we got curry, right? Curry of dreams. Okay, the steak looks like I have to slay something. Oh, it's a sit down, not to go. Okay, well, too bad then. I'll put this too as well. Oh wait, I don't have gold. What happened to my Mira? Never mind. We probably just have a shopping spree, I guess. This is not the Liberal news. Where am I? There we go. Okay. Saria, welcome to the Liberal News Services. If you have business with the reporters, please go to the editorial room on the second floor. Editor-in-Chief. Oh, Estelle. Hey, yeah, Chief. It's been a while. What do you need today, Business with Naya? Yeah, got some question on some guild business. Is he back from run yet? Yeah, he's back, but I think he stepped outside to do some coverage. Okay. Ah, figures he always does seem pretty busy. Well, that's our job after all. Don't know where he is, but I heard he'll be back in by the evening. Okay, got it, thanks. Seems we should start somewhere else. Yeah, this can probably be the last place we visit. God damn it, okay, but whatever. I run the culture column, so I don't have a super tight schedule like some of the people above me. But the flip side of that is I get used hard to help out with the other things, so it's not easy. Yeah, wait, they use you to do their job when you already have your part? Wait, what? If anything, I'm so busy, it's kind of depressing. Yeah. Notice, yeah, if I will be writing the article about the signing ceremony, I guess I should go cover things at the villa. Oh, the weather's just about perfect, so I bet a walk along the Ever Scenic Road would be nice. There's a lot of monsters there, but well, thank goodness I cleared one. A big bad one. Okay. Naya's not here. We either go to one of the embassy or to the castle. Alright then. Do I talk to some of these guys? Some of the NPC around. This house looks big though. During the coup d'etat, General Morgan's granddaughter Rian was kidnapped. Oh. I vaguely remember. Yeah, you're right, Peter. yeah, you're right. Taking a little girl as a hostage, this intelligence division guys sure are a bunch of cowards. Yep, totally happened. The solemnity of the cathedral truly hits one in the hearts. Perhaps I should come to the cathedral more often as the priests and sisters advise. Now close your eyes and fold your hands over your heart. What happened here? No, I don't want to pray, never. I hope that the non-aggression pact means we can be friends with the people of the Republic and the Empire. Goddess of the sky, give us your guidance. Father Kevin, this special from the high seat is quite the odd one. It is rather frivolous for a holy man, giving me ample cause for concern. Perhaps many other traveling peers are like him. This cathedral has been affiliated with the Liberal royal family for many years. We accepted our role in the signing ceremony as part of that. However, the church is ultimately neutral. All we can really do is pray to the goddess and watch over the proceedings. They call them stained glass. Yeah. What an incredible glass window. Should have read that first. I don't think it's worth going up. Probably just like not important dialogues whatsoever. And this is a very important person who's here. Don't remember who. Oh wait, General Morgan. Good. For all my husband's dislike or races, he certainly speaks of them quite a lot recently. Perhaps his gaseous influence, as shocking as that would be. Yeah. The good sis changed a bit. Maybe it's my imaginations, but he seems to smile more than I'm accustomed to seeing. Hey Dahlia, you don't talk about that. I met a girl in a white dress a little while ago at the cathedral. I wish I could play with her. Is that Skira? I'm pretty sure Skira is the one who got to check the cathedral, investigate. I think. Might already forgot. Okay, I think they all at the east. Let's see if we can get it. Good. And the game's getting a room again. Ada boleh nebus. Hello, Bergen. You've been well, I hope. Olivia! Where in the hell have you been? Why, I've been places. What's wrong? Huh, what's wrong, he says. You've been totally incommunicado ever since you went to Elmo. Incommunicado ever since you went to Elmo. Major Vander's about ready to throw you out of a window. He wished to launch me like a love rocket. Adorable. Olivia, did you seriously forget to tell Miller and the embassy you were with us? When wandering the roads, hunting for love, one must discreet and secretive. Well, again, may we enter? I can't say no to you, but who's with you? Oh, we're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things, if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivia introduce us. Oh, okay. Well, I can certainly let you in, but Land Ambassador Crane and Major Vander are out at the moment, you see. Oh, a pity. What should we do, Wessel? We can wait inside. We could, but it's kind of a burning daylight here, so I like to visit some of the other places while we wait. We could visit the Cavalian Embassy first then. Just across the plaza from here. Yeah, getting back here won't take long after meeting with Elsa. That's decided then. We'll be back later, sir. I'll let the Major know you were here. See you later. Okay. Everyone's not at their house. Oh, sorry, this should be here. Hey, how goes? Ah, Zine. Holy crap. Wasting time in Liverville again. Something like that. Thought I'd say hello to Elsa and I have something I need to talk to her about. Is she in? Well, I haven't seen her yet, so I guess she's around. Oh, who's with you? Gotta ask, you know. Policy. Oh, they are helping with me with some of the guild work. I'm going to introduce them to Elsa. Ah, well, okay. If they are with you, then I guess I can let them in. So, welcome to the Cavalian Embassy. Oh, do keep in mind that the embassy hall is Calvert soil. Calvert and Libel are friends, but still keep your nose clean, eh? You hear that, Olivia? And again, my heart is assaulted with arrows. How little trust you have in me. Shut up, man. Right. Oh, magnificent. Oh, this is the Calvedian embassy. I didn't expect it to be quite so fancy. Oh, and yet it's a bit exotic as well. I really like it. Well, quite a few people from even farther east have settled in Calvert, you know. They've had an impact on our culture too. Anyway, Elsa's office is the furthest room, on the second floor. Alrighty. We definitely go there last. Come on, guys. Sandy, Zane. Where's SpongeBob? Hey, I'm back. I might end up borrowing a room, so I'll be in your care if that happens. Hehe, of course. I'll have everything squeaky clean for you. Alright. No worry about that though. We have one room here as well. One room here, 2 room here. I'm thinking this is the main room. Probably that. Okay. Now I'll always laugh us. Counselor Benicio. Oh, you all are. Why, if it isn't Zin? Counselor, a pleasure. Wait, is that how you spell counselor? I feel like it's spelled some. Is it not counselor? Is it concealer? My bad if I pronounce it wrong. All together here. They your guests? Yeah, they are co-workers of the guild. You hear about the threat letter? It's as you guess. It's a request from the Royal Army. Do you have any idea? Threat letters like that aren't exactly rare in the Republic. I think so. It comes from Council Authority. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I sometimes English is not Englishing for me. To be honest, I barely pay in any heat at all. True, there are a lot of radical groups in the country. Yeah, they always cause troubles when the issue of immigration comes up. Counselor would be from counsel like advice. Counsel. Oh. Oh yeah, so that is another word, right? This is counsel, that is the counselor. Not a native speaker, so don't add on that. Okay. What's the difference though? Let me Google it quick. Elected member of a local government body such as city council, councillor, professional who provide guidance, therapy, or advice. Okay. Okay, sorry. Well, this time at least I can't say anything. Why don't you see what Ambassador Cochrane think first? Yeah, we'll go do that right now. If you'll pardon us. Yippee. The chef hold the Doll Night series. Oh! Hold on. What? Oh man, we're going for the reading right here. Okay. Farah, my, is that hawk of a man over there, Zane? I don't even need to see your face to know. Hey, are you seriously going to judge based on my body size? I thought you were a bear when we first met. Jeez. What? Yeah, he's big. The Doll Knight, okay. Chapter 1, the Puppeteer Apprentice. Long ago, in a certain little village, there lived a young boy. He was some 13 years old. His name was Pedro. Pedro was a small boy and not very strong, but his fingers were dexterous enough to astonish anyone. What does that mean? When he moved his whistling knife, wooden blocks would turn into birds and wonderful creatures of as if by magic. The boy spent his day with this craft as his life. One day, strange travelers came by the village. An old man with sharp eyes and a large man in black garb casually strolled into the general store, whereupon their eyes were drawn to a wooden bird so cunningly carved that one would almost hear its wings beat the air. It was Pedro's latest creation. After inquiring with the owner of the general store, the old man and his escort came upon the little house where Pedro lived, and the first word they had for him were, "Prepare your things, we are leaving for the city." Pedro's eyes widened in shock at the order. "What is this?" he cried. "Who are you people?" And his eyes fell on the large man in black. Pedro's word caught in his throat. The old man chuckled. "So you did notice, I thought you would." From the old man's fingers stretched transparent threads. He gestured and the black-garbed man bowed gracefully. The immense man was a clockwork puppet. He is the Black Priest, the old man said. My finest work. His wrinkled face creased further as he smiled slyly. He was the famous master Capri Oratoria. I left the embassies for that. When I play SC, I spent like 5 hours reading the novel. Is there more than one? Okay. A Papitian known throughout world Luna. Or maybe this one takes 5 hours. Oh my god. I'm so ready. Oratoria fixed Pedro with a beady eye. You could craft something even greater than this. Doesn't the mere thought excite you? One will be in the Calvidian embassy and one will be Arabonian embassy. Okay. Nice. No more words were needed. Tossing his carving knife into a sack, Pedro fixed his cap on his head and greeted his new master by saying farewell to his old home. Is he living alone? Could be. Chapter 2: The Blue Knight. The years passed swiftly for Pedro at Oratoria's workshop on the outskirts of the capital. Under the tutelage of Puppeteer Capri, he learned the techniques to build clockwork puppets and the skills to make them dance and perform. After 3 years of training, he completed his own masterpiece, a doll of noble bearing dressed in armor with a gleaming blue helm. If Capri's masterwork, the Black Priest, was a martial arts type focused on maneuverability, the Pedro's blue puppet was a well-balanced swordsman. Okay, swordsman this time. Its counterattacks as it turns aside the Black Priest's punch and kicks were the very image of a graceful knight. What will you call it? Capri asked. Pedro had no answer. He had been so focused in its creation that he hadn't actually thought of one. Ultimately, it would come to be called the Blue Knight before he could name it. Yep. It was some time after Pedro constructed the Blue Knight that the king who ruled from the city would pass on from their world. The king had long been ill, so there was little shock and the mourning period passed smoothly. And so in accordance with the law, the king's only daughter, Princess Tia, would ascend to the throne as queen. I wish I can just immediately read the next chapter. On the road home, Pedro visited the city accompanied by the Blue Knight. With the crowning ceremony approaching, the streets were abuzz with excitement. As he strode the city center, people passing by cast strange looks his way. What a noble knight he must be. I'm sure he must be quite the famous hero. Do you suppose he attended the crowning ceremony? Trailing quietly behind the Blue Knight, Pedro could hardly keep himself from doing a little dance. It felt like a step towards Capri, who could control the Black Priest as if it was human itself. Of course, at the same time, he found it annoying that others thought him the servant of his own creation. It was on his way back to the workshop outside of town that Pedro's humming was interrupted by a scream. "No, please stop!" cried a voice from the woods. "Hehe, no one's gonna save you," a man growled. "Give up and give in." From the looks of things, some thuggish man had a girl cornered. Dainty and clad in a white dress, the girl's searching eyes sought desperately for a way to flee from the danger. Pedro squared his shoulders and, lowering his cap to shadow his eyes, he set his fingers in motion. The Blue Knight charged forwards. Ooh. A righteous display. Upon seeing the Blue Knight appears like a shadow from the heart of the forest, the man harassing the girl could only gap. I don't know how to say that. In amazement, "Leave the girl and leave this place," the Blue Knight declared from the depth of its helmet. This was the ventriloquism that the old master had drilled into his head as a secret of puppeteering. Who the hell are you? Get out of here before you get hurt, fools! With a jab from its clockwork fist, the Blue Knight knocked back the man holding the woman and pivoted swiftly to keep both men away. "Are you hurt, young lady?" No, I am well. Good. It would be best if you stood back." At last, the Blue Knight drew his sword. Swords in black, a third man who seemed like the leader approached. Oh, here comes. There's something about Triss in the universe books I love him so much. They got better writing than again. Oh. They seem really interesting, yeah. I like them. Although I kind of like missed, like you said, I kind of like missed the full novel in the first one, the first game. Yeah, such a shame. Not bad for a wanderer, I think, said the leader. Pedro eyed the new arrival. The black guardman's stance suggested he knew something of proper swordsmanship. Enough playing, girl. Hand over the girl and I'll see you rewarded. To ignore one's duty is to be without courage. I fear I cannot do that, said the Blue Knight. Well then, die, screamed the black guardman and attack. What chapter is this? Oh shoot, I forgot. I think that's fourth. Right? Okay, I think so. The girl with sky blue eyes, the man in black attack. From the upper right, he feinted as if to strike the shoulder, but twisted his wrist and changed to a slash across the body. Okay. Pedro, having read the feint, pulled at his strings. The Blue Knight stepped back a half step, dodging the horizontal slash. Ooh, footwork. Then smacked the outstretched blade, knocking it from his foe's hands. Impossible. I missed it too. I only read it full until I play SC in the same part of the game. Okay. I might actually do that as well. End up, doing the same. Because I didn't know there was like a full novel existed. Wait, there is a book about war that I read. I'm not sure if it's like a full story. I remember reading that one. But that was like more like a history, right? That was more like a history book. Yeah. There is many type of book. Yeah, I probably miss a lot. I should watch a more content creator that talk about the game, I think that way I will find more about things that I miss, most likely. Yeah. The black guardman said, impossible. The black guardman rubbed his numb hand and pale as the Blue Knight shifted slightly. As if it was a sign, the thugs turned and scattered. Like baby spiders. There is another type of book: law, novels, propaganda, sports. Does it was sports? Okay, interesting. The girl have a sigh of relief and curtsied. Thank you very much. She was still a bit shaky, but her manner was that of a noble woman. It is the duty of every knight to protect, pay it no mind. Ah, are you from foreign land, perhaps? Suddenly Pedro was struck with a moment of whimsy. I am the touring knight Pedro. The boy there is my servant. He made the puppet reply. Huh? The girl finally seemed to notice him. She faced him with an expression of bewilderment. However, Pedro was no less surprised. Indeed, his shock was many, many times greater than hers. Cool, turquoise blue eyes, that familiar, strikingly lovely form. It was the same girl he had seen at the ceremonies and from the balcony of the palace. Ah, okay. Your Highness, he blurted. The girl wrapped in pure white was the very girl who had just lost her father and was to be crowned in the capital. It was Princess Tia. Perfect setup, huh? Okay. Chapter 6. The Melancholy of the Princess. Would you be willing to guard me for these 2 weeks until the crowning ceremony? In the royal throne room, Princess Tia asked this question with a serious expression. Of course, she asked it not of Pedro, but of the Blue Knight. Yeah, have you not a royal guard? Surely you would be far better off with them as your protectors. Unable to say the Blue Knight was a puppet, Pedro followed as far as the throne room. Okay, now I'm wondering how realistic this puppet is. Must be really good. He shivered, sensing even more trouble about to come. The royal guard that protect the capital. Maybe this is more like a, metaphor. They obey the words of my uncle Duke Gaston even before they abandoned me and fled. Princess Tia said softly. Duke Gaston was a man surrounded by bad rumors. It was an open secret that he took advantage of the previous king's illness to line his own purse. The man in black you confronted, sir, Pedro, I am sure that was my uncle's second in command. Okay, all of it was planned. Princess Tia's blue eyes clouded. Well, I hope it doesn't happen to Claudia and Duke Dunan. Well, to be honest, Duke Dunan is not that smart. At this point, the kindly Pedro could hardly refuse the role of escort. Understood, I shall accept your request, he had the Blue Knight reply. Princess Tia's smile was like the sun breaking through the clouds. Thank you, Sir Knight. Thank you so very much. She turned toward Pedro as well. And you too, good servant. May I ask for your name? Pedro hid his eyes once more in the shadow of his cap. I'm no one worthy of naming myself. Chapter 7 Turbulent Days. Protecting the princess proved harder than predicted after. Wait, is this? Hopefully I go right. I really hopefully not skip a chapter. After all, almost every day there were new ne'er-do-wells sent after her. Yeah, there's more, okay. Never-do-wells. Eventually, partially due to their closeness in age, Princess Tia and Pedro, still playing the servant, came to speak very openly to each other. While glad for the princess' trust, he didn't know what he would do if the truth of the Blue Knight came out. Pedro was beside himself with worry. On the other side of the city, a letter was delivered to a certain puppet workshop. What is that boy doing? Guessing the circumstances from the very vague statement in Pedro's letter, Capri sighed and gave a bitter smile. However, perhaps this is a good chance, he mused. Pedro was ever bright and straight as an arrow, yet his thoughts were always of puppets. Partially due to living outside the city, he had no friends he could call close, and yet it hardly seemed as if he felt lonely for it. With the role of escort to the princess was perhaps beyond his station, if it proved a chance to awaken more human feelings in his apprentice, Capri could only wish him the best with a parent's heart. Oh wait, I already read this. Sorry. Yeah. Chapter 8 What Makes the Darkness Shake? That girl has the devil's own luck. In a dim room lit by flickering candle flames, Duke Gaston cursed hatefully. He felt not a moment of sympathy or care for his niece. At this rate, she shall see the crowning ceremony, he snarled. This night, Pedro can't handle him. He's the first man so skilled that we have encountered. We fear that even if the royal guard attack at once, it might be difficult. Recalling the shame of having his sword knocked from his hand, Duke Gaston's second in command bit his lip. Still, we have nothing to fear, he said. While a bit of an odd character, we have hired a skilled assassin to handle this, my lord. Odd? What sort of person is he? Ha, did you call? The flame danced bewitchingly. They went out as one, as if something tremendously heavy had collapsed down onto it. The carpeted floor shook with a thud. Who is it? Duke Gaston took a step back. The shadow illuminated by the moon was tremendous and inhuman. My lord, fear not. This is our assassin, Harlequin. He will remove all Harlequin, yes? He will remove all that is in your way with his puppet. Another puppeteer, the assassins catch a mocking bow. Ahaha, I do love hunting. I don't take jobs unless the prey is lively. Unless the prey is lively? A sickening laugh shook the darkness, bringing a nasty smile to the Duke's face as well. Worry not, I am sure your hunt will be most enjoyable. And so did the night bathed in red by a crimson moon, fade to dawn, melting like ice. Oh. The words used here is too beautiful. Right. I think we are on the second shelf now. Chapter 9 Afternoon in the Lesser Palace. Afternoon in the palace began with a tea party in the gardens. The princess, as always, filled 3 cups with black tea from the pot. Please enjoy your tea. My thanks, the Blue Knight intoned. Thank you very much, Pedro said. Pedro moved the Blue Knight with his left hand as he sipped the tea made by the princess. It was the happiest moment in their otherwise busy days. Good servant, you really seem to enjoy your tea. It'll make it very worth the effort for the one who made it. Haha, you are too kind. Smiling bitterly, Pedro pulled his strings. The Blue Knight in one go emptied the tea in the cup into the leather sack in his neck. At this, Princess Tia could only sigh, whereas Sir Pedro here seems to hardly find it delicious at all. It makes it difficult to be motivated. Pardon me, I fear I am an impolite man. In his heart, Pedro felt a nervous edge, but the Blue Knight answered with an ever-calm face. Also, I need a back button for this game. There's only like further button for the books. There have been countless moments where it seems as if everything would be revealed, but Princess Tia showed no signs of doubting the truth of the Blue Knight. The princess smiled faintly, but her expression quickly turned somber. I suppose it doesn't matter. These fun afternoons will end tomorrow. After the crowning ceremony, the following day, you shall both leave the city after all. Why would they have to leave? Chapter 10. A faint pain. At the princess' lonely words, Pedro's heart beat fast as a drum. I fear I am a man on the path of the warriors, so my apologies, the Blue Knight said. No, I should apologize. I shall hardly make much of a queen like this. The princess shook herself and smiled brightly, forgetting to control the puppet. Pedro ducked his head to hide the longing on his face. He would have loved to stay as her guard. Oh, she meant that no longer the guard, no longer personal guard, I guess. Though she might have been of noble birth, Princess Tia was a lonely girl who had lost her father. However, she had been speaking not of the servant knight Pedro, but of the Blue Knight. To the princess, Pedro was simply part of the package. Yo! Thinking that made his chest hurt somehow. It was a pain such as he never felt when he was handling his puppet. Ultimately, Pedro had chosen, even if it meant saddening the princess, to flee from this unbearable pain in his chest. Would you like a second cup? As if to clear the heavy atmosphere, the princess offered the pot with a smile. Oh, that does sound good. Mind giving me a cup? With an unnerving laugh, a shadow leaping. Ah, what? Oh no. A sudden gust tore through the garden, sending the tea set flying off at the table. Crimson wings beat the air as an immense puppet in the form of a devil fell to the earth. Sorry for interrupting your lovely tea party, tittered a voice. Would you mind playing with me for a bit? On the devil's left arm was a human figure. It was the masked puppeteer Harlequin. I'll make sure it's plenty of fun. You can go. Okay. Oh. Chapter 11. The Devil's Attack. Lady Tia, stand back! Pedro, shooting the princess behind him, sent the Blue Knight forward towards the Crimson Devil's right arm. It was a blind spot for the masked puppeteer. With a rapid turn, the knight let loose a heavy strike. The tip of the sword was swallowed up in the base of the creature's wings. The demon's right arm flashed up, blade and claw scraped, sending sparks into the air. Losing its balance, the Blue Knight took an unsteady step back. The demon gave a shiver, and a barbed tail thick as a lock screamed through the air, striking forward. Astonished by the technique, Pedro snapped the Blue Knight back, dodging the tail swipe. Wait, the puppet for the other guy, so it's really cool. Have wings as tail. Oh, you are good. I don't think you were in the same business. The masked puppeteer spoke not to the Blue Knight but to Pedro. It's like a demon, I guess. It's not look like a knight, right? The Blue Knight, as if to interrupt these words, pointed his swords at the puppeteer. What nonsense are you speaking? If you shall not come, then shall I strike first? Even now, Pedro tried to hide it. Princess Tia, with a confused expression, gazed upon the preceding events. I see, so that's how it is. The masked puppeteer, as if suddenly realizing the situation, laughed softly. My, well, let no one call me rude. If you'd rather not share, I'll stay quiet. But you know, the puppeteer's voice dipped low and was tinged with a roiling darkness. If you don't even have that much guts, then even thinking you can win against my calamity is naive. Yo, what is this? Okay, never mind. Forget I say anything. Okay. Wait. Making sure I didn't skip anything. Okay, like chapter 11 is the one we read before. Chapter 12. The Crimson Demon. The demon doll Calamity kicked the ground and launched itself into the air, closing the gap in an instant. Pedro reacted just a moment too slow, so intent was he on not wanting the princess to notice. It was the tiniest of openings, but it was one that would prove fatal. First, the sword was knocked from Clockwork hands. Then the claws continued to dig in, cutting through the blue armor like butter. Oh my, what's wrong? The tail whipping, encircling the blue knight. With a twitch of the puppeteer's fingers, the tail tightened, crushing both the knight's arms. Caught you. The claws grabbed the blue knight by its feathered helm and lifted it up off its feet. Stop! The first puppet he'd made, that he put so much effort into, was be torn to pieces. Pedro lost himself for a moment and ran forward. You are so impassioned, no need to worry, I was going to give him back. The Crimson Demon held the blue knight high and threw it down towards Pedro. The blue knight crashed into Pedro and bowled him over. He lay in a crumbled heap upon the lawn, under the body of the puppet. Please stop! The princess stepped between the fallen pair and the masked puppeteer, her arms spread wide. Okay. I offer myself to you. In return, I command you to cease this senseless violence. Interesting. Saying goodbye. I offer myself to you. In return, I command you to cease this senseless violence. At Princess Tia's bold words, the puppeteer licked his lips loudly. How do you do that? How do you do that? You offer yourself in the place of your god? Why, you bring tears to my eyes, princess. You must not, Lady Tia. Barely conscious, Pedro desperately tried to put words together. He had not the energy to use ventriloquism. My master, Pedro is fine. Leave it to him. Hurry, run, said Pedro. Silence. Sorry. Skip again. Sir Pedro, silence. At the princess' angry words, Pedro managed to open his eyes fully, for those words were addressed most surely to he, still gulped and acting the servant. You knew? I'm sorry, I pretended not to notice. The princess smiled in a sad, lonely way, then turned to the puppeteer again with a dignified expression. Now, take me to my uncle. Oh my, what a princess you are. I bet you would have made you made quite the queen, too. The demon slowly stretched out its right arm. When the princess stepped on, it began to beat its crimson wings. Sir Pedro, thank you so much. This last week was very fun. This word of goodbye sunk into his brain as he watched the scarlet shadow be swallowed into the blue sky. Pedro's consciousness slowly faded into the darkness. No. The next morning when Pedro opened his eyes, he found himself in his room at the doll workshop. Safe on his familiar firm bed, he felt a rush of relief. It had all been a dream. Capri called out from the workshop. Oh, how are you feeling? Wait, is it real or not? Pedro craned his neck. On the workbench in the back, he glimpsed disassembled blue parts spread out across the wood. Okay, it's not. He leaped up, panicked. It wasn't a dream. It seemed Capri had used the Black Priest to bring Pedro and the broken form of the Blue Knight back from the castle. Yeah, it's my fault. Pedro's eye trailed over his former masterpiece, now reduced to junk. His memory then trailed back over cool, turquoise blue eyes, a warm smile like a ray of sunlight, and fine fingers pouring black tea. Pedro ground his lip between his teeth. The Blue Knight wasn't good enough. If I had any talent as a puppeteer, I would have been able to protect Princess Tia. It seems you still don't understand, Capri muttered. His face took on a rare expression of severity. What you lack is here! In a forceful motion, he jabbed his finger against Pedro's chest. Pedro could only blink in shock. You have no hearts! This is the one we just read, right? Okay, chapter 14. Chapter 15. Chapter 15, a little decision. Her Highness knew the truth of the Blue Knight, and yet she chose to pretend not to. Do you really not understand why? Well, because, unexpectedly, in the depth of his mind, he had a flash of insight. Sir Pedro silence, she had said, and then I pretend not to notice. He recalled the sad, lonely smile she gave him when she revealed it. Something hot boiled up inside his chest. Pedro raised his head and fixed Capri with an intense kiss. Master, I beg of you, help me repair the Blue Knight. The old man studied his face. The masked puppeteer you fought is a man feared like a demon in our trade. A half-baked man can't hope to match him. Do you understand? Even so, I will, for the person who believes in me. When he said this, Capri smiled broadly as if something grand had just fallen in his lap. It was the day before the crowning ceremony at the palace. The princess' absence had been noticed, and the royal keep fell into uproar from top to bottom. Chapter 16. The Duke's Private Manor. On the outskirts of the capital in Duke Gaston's manor, Princess Tia sat in a large room carpeted in a deep crimson. It's perfect for you, princess, with a satisfied expression. Duke Gaston glared at his bound prisoner. What do you intend to do about the crowning ceremony today? Princess Tia asked in a quiet voice. The Duke shrunk a bit under her icy gaze. I am afraid you will be absent, and so the throne and staff will be offered to me, the second in line. Do you believe the people will accept you? To change the subject, I have found someone willing to accept you as a bride. Seeing the sky-colored eyes waver for a moment, the Duke smiled with a renewed confidence. He is the second Imperial son and quite the connection. Okay, Imperial. The Duke's smile widened. While you learn the joy of womanhood in a new land, you can leave the rest to me. It was a cowardly plan. Certainly, it wasn't a scenario that would be accepted for the Duke to take the throne in place of the first heir. However, it was different in the princess who were to marry. If that were to pass, anyone could see that Duke Gaston's ascent to the throne was all but a done deal. My lord, it is about time. Okay. Certainly, it wasn't a scenario that would be accepted for the Duke to take the throne in place of the first heir. However, it was different if the princess were to marry. Okay. If that were to pass, anyone could see that the Duke Gaston's ascent to the throne was all but a done deal. Okay. So it's like a confirm. My lord, it is about time. At his second-in-command's command, the Duke stood. I am sure you are quite tired from the daily attack. Take the chance to rest and recover. The Duke gave a chuckle at his own shamelessness and left the room. Shame! At the moment, that won't be happening. There was a tremendous crash and a glass window exploded into glittering powder. Oh, here we go. Chapter 17. And so the boy becomes a man. Oh, what a title. Yeah. Like a graceful leopard, a tall knight clad in a blue armor, the same knight, okay, leaped through the window. Following behind him was a small boy wearing a cap. I'm telling you, this writing is fire. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really invested in now. Princess Tia, I'm sorry. I know I'm a bit late, he said. This could be like a whole MMO. With like additional, maybe put some things in the middle, right? Some more conflicts in the middle. Could be like an actual MMO. Yeah. Not MMO, sorry. JRPG, sorry, not MMO, JRPG. Like a graceful leopard, a tall knight clad in a blue armor leaped throughout the window. Following behind him was a small boy wearing a cap. Princess Tia, I'm sorry, I know I'm a bit late, he said. Sir Pedro, so you did come after all. A tremulous smile floated onto the princess's face. Somewhat embarrassed, the boy returned the smile. Aww. Their eyes locked and words unsaid passed between them. Hey! There is a time and place for things. The Duke, having been completely ignored, was sputtering in anger. Hey, there is a time and place for things. As the Duke seized, his second-in-command was stealthily sneaking up on the still-bound princess. He reached out his hand He reached out his hand for the princess' shoulder. The Blue Knight leaped forward like a bolt from a crossbow. Blow! The pitiable second in command, having taken a direct punch from the Blue Knight, collapsed against the wall unconscious. That's a bit much, Duke Gaston now, Duke Gaston, now white as a sheet, fled the room in a stumbling lot. Okay, he afraid? Princess Tia, let us hurry. Your crowning ceremony begins soon, Pedro said. Yes, escaping the man's, the two were pursued by the Duke and his guard. However, as if to obstruct their path, a scarlet shadow fell down, shaking the ground. Okay, once again. This is gonna be like a rematch. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to get in your way. I'm afraid thoroughness is the #1 part of being a puppeteer after all. The way he spoke made it hard to believe it was just a job. He was the masked puppeteer Harlequin and the Crimson Demon doll Calamity. Okay. Chapter 18, the duel between red and blue. Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, crimson. White blade met deadly claw. Blue and red twisted about in a blinding fashion. The cover to the fight had been cleaved off. Oh, you're moving better, Harlequin exclaimed. Surprisingly, the Blue Knight's movement was just a little bit faster than that of the Crimson Devil puppet Calamity. I broke it all to pieces too, but to fix it back up in just one day, looks like the old man found himself a good apprentice. Oh, same master is it? You know my master? Harlequin twirled his fingers and Calamity fluttered his wings and slowly lifted into the sky. We have a bit of history, yes, he giggled, but forget about that. What will you do about this? As he howled these words, the red puppet swooped down. Pedro pulled his string back, and the Blue Knight narrowly avoided the grasping claws. All this? Smooth as flowing water, Calamity sent out its log-like tail to swipe at the knight. Pedro's threads flowed down and to the right. Dropping its center of gravity, the Blue Knight shifted its swords to a slant and redirected the force of the tail upwards. Or this! Calamity swung its horn head around and charged straight for the Blue Knight's torso. Pedro snapped his threads upwards and to his left this time. The Blue Knight, who had let itself fall slightly back, now slashed its sword down in a blur of light. With a small, pleasant cracking sound, the crimson wing on the right side of the puppet was hewn straight off. Ooh. Wait, what chapter is that? 18, right? Okay, 19. Red hot roar. Slightly panicked, the masked puppeteer wrenched back on the string and put space between himself and the Blue Knight. Hey, how about we call it a draw here? Knowing was hopeless, Pedro still offered. As he expected, a happy voice called back. Now, don't make bad jokes like that. It's been too long since I had this much fun, after all. Seemingly drunk on warped joy, Harlequin twisted his hand about in a complex motion. It looks almost as if he were drawing magic circles in the air. Oh no! Domain expansion? It's doing the secret technique. I didn't think I'd end up using this. He giggled. Calamity crossed both arms across its body, okay? As if holding itself. Slowly, a burning sand filled the air. A cold chill ran down Pedro's spine. He set to moving the Blue Knight, but realized the princess was behind it. Oh, you can regret it in your next life, Harlequin screamed. The Crimson Demon took an imposing stance, its massive jaw creaked. There was a rushing of air. Wait, is the puppet gonna do a laser beam from Mars or something? And then a ball of brilliant fireball, and there was a rushing of air, and then a ball of brilliant flames spurt forth. The area was engulfed in a violent pillar of swirling fire. The Blue Knight, Pedro, and the princess were all swallowed by the inferno. So that's it, is it? Guess it was kind of a pity to end it there, huh? Oh wait, that's the puppeteer. So that's it, is it? Guess it was kind of a pity to end it there, huh? Gazing at the roaring flames, Harlequin muttered regretfully. However, his eyes soon narrowed, puzzled. No sense of meat roasting or metal melting reached his nose. What? The crimson maelstrom began to soar faster, and the center suddenly parted as if blown apart from the inside. From the middle rose a blue twister. Oh, is it like a water twister or something? Water versus fire? Maybe not. The whereabouts of the death match. From within the flame, the blue knight arose. Across its shoulders, Pedro and Princess Tia could be seen clinging, hale and hearty. What had blown away the raging flame was its tremendous two-handed sword, oh just a sword, spinning the enormous blade like a whirlwind. A butterfly made of flame danced above the blue knight's head. It was fantastical scene. You think that will work? Harlequin began gesturing again. It seemed he intended to launch another fireball. I won't let you, Pedro cried. Splitting through the wall of limbs, the blue knight forced its way forward. In the next moment, Calamity's horn head was cleaved perfectly into. Oh, he's fast. Absolutely wonderful. The fireball moments from Lilies puffed up within the crimson puppet and caused a small explosion. Flung by the shockwave, the blue knight was tossed into the air. Pedro braced both legs and managed to catch it. Sir Pedro, are you alright? I'm fine, yeah, but I don't think there's any saving him. Though Harlequin may have been a fool, he was still a life that had been taken. Pedro felt the guilt of such a deed strike him. Huh? Harlequin died? Though Harlequin may have been a fool, he was still a life that had been taken. Pedro felt the guilt of such a deed strike him. Princess Tia, seeing Pedro so troubled, enveloped him in her arms. I appreciate it if you wouldn't kill me off so easily, said a whispering voice from inside the pillar of flame. Okay. The voice seemed somehow satisfied. I applaud your efforts, young man. I'll back down nicely this time. Looking forward to when we next meet. The ground shook and a red and black shadow launched skyward and disappeared from sight. Yep. Pedro and the princess looked at one another and burst into relief laughter. I feel like that was like, wait, you would just dismember the puppet, not the puppeteer. I was like, how did he die? Okay. The doll master purpose. The boy, the girl, and one puppet left for the capital on light feet, while the masked puppeteer fled into the deep forest, riding his Scotch creation. Scotch, yep. Stopping suddenly, the masked puppeteer spoke to the shadow in the trees. You're there, aren't you, old man? Noticed me, did you? Pedro Master's caprice stepped out from the cover of the trees. As always, the black priest was with him, but it was a curious sight, for the puppet had no arms. As I thought, you fixed the blue puppet arms with part from the black priest. Oh, no wonder it moved so well. Well, the gap between you and Pedro was a bit too much after all. I took it upon myself to give him a helping hand. Harlequin showed a song in response to the word of the old puppet master. Well, I don't mind since I had fun, but if and when the 13 factories find out about this, 13 factories, I don't think Pedro will have it too easy either, do you? The 13 factories, the moment he heard the disturbing words, Capri's expression darkened. Well, then see you soon. Leaving behind a surprised laugh, the masked puppeteer disappeared into the deep forest. So is he like in a organization where all of the amazing, like a super evil and amazing puppeteer in there? Is this like Ouroboros, something like that? Sort of like that, but puppeteer? It is a road all puppeteers must pass. The old puppet master muttered in a quiet voice, almost as if he was telling it to himself. Season 2? Oh man, we need Blue Knight too. Final chapter, A Moment's Rest. Afternoon in the palace began with a tea party in the gardens. The princess, as always, filled 3 cups with black tea from the pot. Please enjoy your tea. Thank you very much, Pedro said. Behind the boy, sipping tea, stood a knight armored in blue. However, he had no word to say. What happened to the Duke in the end? On the night of the crowning ceremony, Duke Gaston had disappeared with his vassals. After all, his plan had been foiled and the queen successfully crowned before countless countrymen. That's good. The royal guard, whose allegiance had been questionable before the coronation, fell to their knees in contrition and swore their loyalty to the Queen. Okay. The Duke, before he could be held for the crime of abducting the princess, understandably chose to flee the country. My uncle has chosen to entrust himself to the Empire. Coward. Apparently, he sought protection from the Imperial Prince that he had arranged as husband for me. The Queen smiled slightly. However, it seems as if they consider him something of a pest noise. I feel a bit sorry for him. Pedro was amazed. They did not deserve your sympathy, Intus. Pedro did not think Duke Gaston would back down so easily, and what of the machinations of that foul masked puppeteer Harlequin? Capri Pedro's teacher seems to know the jester, but simply dodged any questions about him with frustrating vagueness. Regardless, Pedro knew another battle would come, and soon he would have to upgrade the Blue Knight if he hoped to emerge victorious. Yeah, he should have to, because the only reason he win was because of the Capri. His teachers sort of like prepared it for him. Change arm or something. Oh, Pedro, a slight irritated yet comforting voice snapped Pedro from his reverie. Do you wish for your tea to grow cold? The clear blue eyes which met his own carried their own message. It will be alright. Pedro, a little embarrassed, took his tea and drank deeply. It was enough to simply have this moment with her. The end. Wait, where's the Mary part? Where is the part where he becomes the king? Okay, I guess that's not included. This could like definitely set up for a second book. Second book. Well, each chapter have how do you call it? Second wave. That was amazing. I really like it. Yeah, the storyline nailed it. I really like invest into it. Satisfied. Need more though. Right. One moment, guys. One moment. Okay, we're gonna check the two room. If there's like nothing much in here, we will be taking a break after that. If not, then I'm just gonna take a break. Okay, there's only one person here. Yakumo. Wait, Yakumo. Yakumo! How do you come here? Oh, Zin, come to Libel again. Hey, Yakumo. It seems I'll be here for a while again. You seem pretty busy yourself. Of course we are. After all, we've got a packed signing approaching. Haha, sorry, but I won't have time to bother with you for a while. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good one. Bye. Alright, good night, Buzz. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a easy time to fall asleep and have a good night. Sweet dreams. Bye bye. Okay, there's nothing in there. Sure, okay. We already have one more room. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna take a quick break. Have to use the bathroom. We'll be back and talk to the ambassador. I think it's called ambassador. The one who did the embassy. I think it's called ambassador. Yeah. I don't remember her name. But yeah, we're gonna do that next. Be right back. Okay. Hold on, let me just hydrate a little bit. Okay, let's get in. Hi, Zin said this should be the ambassador's office. Shall we say hello to Elsa? Elsa, there you go. Talk to her. Alright, let me introduce you. Knock knock. Ambassador Cochrane. 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 Cochrane, I guess. Why did he call her Elsa? Yes, come in. Maybe first name? What name is Elsa? Oh, why Zin? Zinventic. Zinvatic. Sorry, I read it wrong. Hello, hello, come in. Last I heard, you returned to Calvert. What an old dog like you doing back here in Gunsalt? Ah, well, let's just say this old dog had a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Libel for a while, actually. Yeah. As to be expected of an A rank bracer, I suppose you never let us up. I suppose you never let up, do you? Yes, sir. So who's this with you? Oh, yeah, I'm Estelle. I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. These are our assistant, Olivia Lanheim and Chloe Rins. A pleasure, Ambassador. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. The pleasure is mine. I'm Elsa Cochrane, Calvert's ambassador to Liberal. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though. I'm afraid so. Estelle and her party asked about the threatening letter the embassy received. Ah, that letter, yeah. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter then? Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the guild can ignore either, though. Would you mind helping us out? Well, I suppose we are well stuck into the situation after all. What would you like to know? Well, to start with, do you have any idea who would have sent that letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact or... Well, of course. You are looking at one after all. Huh? Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah? Well, the truth, then. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Arebonia enough for you to know what I think, Well, yes. Haha, still. Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me. President Rocksmith and Parliament have already approved the pact. My personal feeling won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvert who might oppose the pact? Oh, certainly. They're all tiny groups though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose in any way. No reason? I don't quite follow. It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. Any practical effect. It's simply agreeing to the statement, we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else, but it is a little more than a promise which can be broken without consequences. Save a loss of face, no? Precisely, the worst it could do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Now, is it true that the relation between Arebonia and Calvert have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade? And I see you like having a showdown with the Arebonia representative before, if I'm not mistaken, Ambassador Cochrane. So there is some value in establishing Libel as a place where we can negotiate. But again, who bother opposing that? Yeah, it doesn't really seem like the thing you see a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Cochrane, if you don't believe someone from Calvert is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Huh. Well, my god, of course, tell me to blame it all on the Arevonians. They're militaristic. militaristic Hawk faction specifically. But frankly, even they have that new engine on the line, they aren't so stupid as to cut off their nose to spite their faces. Right, that's true. The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from the Arcil? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvert and Erebonia. It will happen right after the signing. In fact. Whoa. As to be expected of Queen Alicia, she holds both Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand. Yes, I have to admit she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generations of airship design. And Alicia is practically handing it out so long as you sign this agreement. And play nice with it and each other, at least for a while. Even the most testosterone poison ninis among the Edinburgh and the Hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, everyone went there, technology for sure. Yeah, I guess so. But the thing is that however like futuristic, like however modern our technology get, it seems like the Ouroboros have even better technology than us. Look, even the I already forgot the guy with the grey hair. He has a modern technology back in the first game where he has that what do you call the thing where you control all of the orbs? He has that combat mechanic more modern than us, right? He's 2 steps ahead. The technology in their organizations. So, well, they have a professor, but I wonder how they do that. Yeah. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. Indeed, I'm sorry I can't be of more help. No, you were a big help. Just being able to cross the spec off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which, though we'd like to ask you about something else. I still ask Ambassador Cushron about Rennie's parents. Harold Hayworth and a merchant from Crossbell. I can't say it rings any bells, I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy at least. Darn. Well, thanks. Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erebonia and Calvert, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonia embassy as well. Okay, thanks, Ambassador. And thanks for being so open with us. You're quite welcome. I'm glad I could help. By the way, you said your name was Estelle, right? You wouldn't happen to be the Brigadier General's bride daughter? Yeah, of course. Oh, you know that? Haha, of course. The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army and now the head of Libel's Royal Army. I heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm just kind of an experienced newbie myself still. You're off to a good start then, I think. We at the embassy have relied on the guild a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright. Hehe. Well, if the chance comes up, sure. Well, we'll see you around. Yippee. Estelle Bright, our embassy owes the guild greatly for your constant support. Should we have any jobs come up, I would be happy if you would be the one to take them. No, I'm refusing them. Right. I feel like now it's check. Okay, there you go. Complete one. I'm yawning, EP. Do we go in or do we take a break? Sure. Reading the whole thing is kinda tiring. Not gonna lie. Reading the whole novel. What is this? Oh. It's gonna be a very short episode though. Oh, hello gang. Lord Ambassador Kraynak on Major Vendor is return. Ah, perfect timing. Can we go in line? Sure. Let's go! Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy. Do remember that the embassy is Erebonian soil, so be careful, yeah? We will be. Ooh, look at this. This is quite the building. Wow, this place definitely matched the Calvadian embassy in terms of fanciness. Grandiose and yet powerful at the same time. Well, I think there's no saying that. I think it's grandiose. It's very imperial, if nothing else. It is a stage upon which the empire can parade its influence and power. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. You realize Lord Crane would hit the roof if you heard you say that. Or is it the guy? Yup. Are you gonna kick Olivia again? Ah, my most awesome companion. It has been an age. Are you well, dear Mueller? Yeah, Mueller. Enki. It would be better if I could cut you in half and be done with it. I told you again and again to ensure we are constantly aware of your location and you... but this is a tactic in the war of love. Did you know absence makes the heart grow fonder? Esther Bright, you have my thanks. I can only imagine the trouble this idiot's been causing you. Actually, he hasn't been too bad, I guess. He's been really well mannered, comparatively. While ignoring the lunatic, I presume you have business here at the embassy? Yes, sir. We would like to speak to the ambassador. Estelle explained her desire to meet with the ambassador concerning the letter. With that letter, right. I've been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised that the guild is acting. This is a request from the Brigadier General Bright and the Royal Army, I take it? Technically, yes, but we are trying to investigate this as neutrally as we can, you know? Nobody's guilty till proven. That kind of thing. A commendable mindset. No doubt why he chose you. Very well, I shall introduce you to Lord Ambassador Kraynak. I suspect you'll find it easier to gain his trust if I do the introduction as opposed to a certain someone. Really? Thanks, Mueller. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, sir. Wait, you really have so little faith in me? You thought we had faith in you for this? If you introduce us, he'll probably want to have us kick out. Sorry, Olivia. This thing of being forsaken. This thing of the truth, maybe. Lord Kraynak is in his office on the second floor. I shall go announce your arrival. Give me a moment. We'll wait then. Okay. To the right. Yo, whose bathroom is this? May bathroom pula. Bukan bathroom. Bedroom. What's this? Yo. Camilla. Oh hey, it's been a while, Olivia. And this your guest? Indeed, one could call them guests, but I'm more inclined to think of them as my soulmate. Our days spent together have been so tender, so sweet. I feel to merely call this forced love does a disservice to our bond. I feel to merely call this forced love does a disservice of our bond. Okay. Is that not so, Estelle? My. Wait, does that mean you have dumped Mueller? My head hurts. I think I'm starting to understand Mueller's suffering. Poor Esther. She's grown up though. She used to always be like angry to Olivia. Now she's like really rarely angry now. Yeah, always left first. All the books in this run were published and labeled Nathan. To learn about someone's nation, start with their culture. You're free to read them, but please put them back where you found them once you're done. This is where the... Ah, this is the Carnelia. Yeah. Okay, what about this room? Gerald. The closest Imperial city to label borders is a place called Palm. I'm actually from there, by the way. It's close to Bose. It's close to Bose, which makes it a convenient return home for visits. Of course, it's not so convenient to visit the Imperial capital from there. There ain't any public schedule liners in Erebonia, so I have to switch over to railway system. Well, it's good that you still have the means to travel from Erebonia to the Empire. Hey Olivia, I heard you went to the hot springs. I'm so envious. I've been working until I'm dead and on my feet, getting ready for the signing ceremony. Well, you gotta start being like Olivia then. Holy shit. Am I... Oh my god. Each book is like 10 to 9 pages, and then we have about 10-11 chapter. Oh god. Do we do it? I think I'll save it for next, because I do not want to miss this. So I'll save it for next time. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I'm stretching. Alright, I think I'll call the Trace in the Sky second. I'll call the episode here. We'll be back again. I think the first thing that we're gonna do next is like probably read the Carnelia and then talk to the, continue the main quest. This is like slightly short because I don't know. We just have to take it slowly, I guess. It is what it is, because I cannot play the thing quite a long time. But yeah. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys again in the next episode. Bye bye.